Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Guide to Learning with CMI, your CMI Accredited Course webinar. My name is Mel Green, and I'm Events Coordinator here at CMI. I'll shortly be handing over to Joe Lavelle, who will be running the session today. If you have any questions during the webinar, you can ask them using the live chat box on the right of your screen, and we shall answer as many as we can. Today's session is being recorded and will be shared later on with you today. Now over to Joe to begin.
Cool. Hi, everyone. There I am. Thank you very much, Mel, for introducing me. Nice to see you all today. So we are going to go through today the impact of an accredited degree and really what it actually means for you on your course. So hopefully, if you are watching this, you have got onto a CMI accredited course in the near future. Congratulations, if so. For those of you, if maybe you are thinking about what your next steps should be, you haven't yet accepted a place at a sort of a university or a college that might be doing a CMI accredited course, the webinar tomorrow is going through more of sort of the impact the CMI can have for those who aren't on courses, okay? So that might be a session for you to look at and to think about, but this is for those who have definitely got onto the qualification. We also have a session on Thursday for those whose maybe are parents or guardians or carers for those people who have gotten the CMI course. So to really explore a little bit more about what it means to be on a qualification and how you can support any learners in your family sort of to make the most of that membership. So if you know someone who would benefit from that session, then please do let them know and get them to come along to Thursday's webinar. Okay, so firstly, a huge congratulations to those of you who have got the grades that you have got and made it onto a CMI accredited qualification. So we all know that the challenges of COVID and the impact that has had on your education has been really quite disruptive. And the challenges of the last week, even up till yesterday afternoon, might have been a bit disruptive to your learning and to your next steps. But we are delighted to have you here on one of our courses. We're really glad to welcome you into the CMI family and really sort of delighted for the next steps you're going to be having with us, which is brilliant. So congratulations, well done on that. So I really want to introduce to you a bit more about CMI and who we are and what we do and how we can work with you to really deliver impact, not just on your qualification now, and in the future, but also when you're in the workplace and see how CMI can be a real partner for you over the upcoming years. So your first question might be, who are CMI? Who are these people that are accrediting my course? So CMI are the Chartered Management Institute. We've existed for over 60 years, and our main aim is to eradicate the accidental manager. And the accidental manager is someone who is promoted into a role with management responsibility, but without necessarily having any management qualifications or training. So quite often we see this in businesses and in industries where they might be promoted due to length of service, or maybe they've got a special technical skill that means that they get some more responsibility over projects or people. The key thing to think about is that this isn't their fault. This really isn't the fault of the manager, and it is really common. We think that there might be 4 out of 5 managers who are sort of defined as this accidental manager. So what CMI do is provide training and qualifications that are aligned to our professional standards to really ensure that managers have the skills that they really need. Our professional standards are what you can see in that wheel on the right-hand side of the slide. So there are 9 key areas that we align all of our activity against, and it's broken down into 3 main sections: organizational performance, personal effectiveness, and interpersonal excellence. So we know this is what makes a manager a better manager. And we will work with you on your course to get the key skills in these areas, which you can then utilize when you're in the workplace and also going forward towards becoming a chartered manager. Now, chartered manager is chartered recognition of your management skills. It's a reflective exercise that you can use to demonstrate to your employers and to your colleagues that you're meeting really good industry standards as a manager. They boost business revenues by £62,000 a year, and there is a £22.4 thousand boost to UK economy from each chartered manager. So there is real impact not only to your industry and the company you might be working in, but to the wider UK economy as well. For you, once you're about to do your CMI sort of accredited degree. When you come out of this, you need 3 years management experience in order to become chartered, and we'll touch upon this later and really explore to you what those next steps are once you've graduated and once you've completed your course. CMI also help with research and with policy. So we have had a sort of a COVID-19 hub, and we've got a Brexit hub for real exploration of the issues that will affect managers and leaders at this time, going through some quite key changes in the business sector. And we have our qualifications as well, of which you are doing one. So as a CMI learner, there might be 3 ways you are associated with us. You may be about to start a dual accredited university course. And the way that this works, and the way that we will engage with this, is where we look at your university degree and we look at what you need for one of our qualifications. And we map the learning outcomes you're getting from your degree against our qualifications, so you get both when you graduate. So we know that by sitting your degree, you have met the standards you need for a CMI qualification, and therefore you get that industry and sector recognized qualification that shows the sort of professional skills that you have ready to make a mark in the workplace. You might be on an apprenticeship with CMI, or CMI might be providing your endpoint assessment for your apprenticeship. Or you may just be doing a standalone CMI qualification sort of alongside your career as well. But we do these qualifications from level 3 to level 8, and we deal with a whole range of management skills and practices. So even if you're just about to complete one course, there might be a pathway for you to continue learning, which is hopefully what you're about to do with CMI. And there's lots of different options for your membership at the end of your course. Now, hopefully you can see this slide quite clearly on the screen, but this demonstrates the career journey you undertake with CMI, and hopefully you'll be able to identify yourself somewhere upon this journey. So I imagine a lot of you now are in that sort of aspiring manager section. You're just getting started in your first job, or you might be a student. Hopefully you are a student, you're about to start your study program. This is the start of your journey with CMI, and it goes, as you can see in this sort of line, it goes all the way towards being an executive. CMI really can be that partner for your entire career. As you learn more, you're applying the skills that you pick up and learn more through our sort of CPD events, our online resources, exploring some of our policy and thought leadership. We will support you all the way through that management journey until you get to a stage you're able to reflect upon the impact you've had, become that chartered manager, and then hopefully give back to the community as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can be sort of part of that journey with CMI. And right now you're at the very start of that, but we can be with you, and we'll be working with you all the way through your career, right until the day you retire, possibly, and even beyond there. And the best thing I think about CMI accredited qualifications is that they provide you with genuine skills for the workplace. So this is what really is important about what you're about to do. So you're starting this journey and you're thinking, okay, what's in it for me? What are we actually going to get out of this? Because you know that a lot of people know the benefits of getting a degree course and know about the next steps that can take, or any other course you might be doing that gives you that CMI accreditation. But actually, by being partnered with us and by being recognised and accredited by a professional body, we deliver real impact and genuine skills to the workplace that you're able to deliver. So this slide sort of outlines some of these as well. So we know that managers, when they are sort of recruiting new starters and first-time managers, they look for 3 key skills. They look for managing innovation, they look for managing people, and they look for financial skills. And from doing our research into the CMI graduate community and our student community, we know that these key skills are things that you can get from your CMI qualification. So 85% of people doing a CMI qualification say that they got the skills to lead change and innovation in the workplace. 82% say that they got the skills required to develop people and capabilities, and 73% acquire the skills to manage resources and risks. And employers know this. So when you go out into the workplace and you have your degree on one hand and your CMI qualification on the other, you show that you have the theory delivered from your sort of qualification, from your degree, from all the things you've learned in your modules and your seminars, as well as the actual skill to be able to put this into practice in the workplace. The good thing is that 89% of CMI graduates agree they're using the skills learned on their accredited degree in their current role. So what we're providing you with is stuff that is really relevant to industry and really will help you make your mark once you have completed your qualification and have moved into the world of work. And 88% of graduates agree that this accredited degree gives them really good career prospects, So not only are you able to make your mark once you get into the workplace, but this CMI qualification will help you get there and really give you good career prospects as you build your career going forward. As you can see on this slide. So we know from doing our research that those of you who study a CMI accredited course have a 10 percentage point increase on your employability. So you get the skills that employers want. They recognize the benefits of being partnered with CMI, and you are more likely to be successful. So add this worked out. So 58% of graduates from CMI accredited courses are in professional roles, compared with 48% of those on non-accredited business courses. And we've got a quote below from one of our recent graduates, someone called Danielle, who was at the University of Derby and worked really closely with us and engaged with us in both her academic studies, but as well with some of our community work as well. And she said she truly believes that that decision to study the degree was instrumental in helping her secure her first role. And she knew that she was looking for a course that offered her something that would help her stand out to employers, and that's exactly what she's found. So Danielle graduated recently and was straight onto the graduate scheme at EY. So by communicating the impacts that that CMI qualification gave her, she was really able to get quite a sought-after graduate scheme with a really reputable organisation. So really, the more you engage with CMI, the more they make the most of sort of the resources we've got available, whether that is our CPD access, our support for you as you develop your studies, but also that wider management membership community. You'll be able to hopefully gain the skills and be confident enough to be able to get into these sort of really, really reputable and sought after roles once you graduate. And we've got even more evidence of the impact that CMI qualifications can make. Is that recent CMI graduates earn more money. So the average earnings for those who are doing a CMI accredited course are £7,000 higher than those on a non-CMI accredited course. So recent CMI grads earn a median of £28,000 compared to just £21,000 for a typical business studies graduate. So not only are we helping you get the skills to get you into the workplace, giving you the skills that employers recognize, but once you get into that workplace, you're likely to be earning more money than a non-CMI graduate. 72% of our graduates agree that this degree gives them that competitive edge in the job application process. So we really are helping you cut through. And 94% of our economically active CMI graduates are employed in those professional roles. So really, by working with us, by doing your accredited degrees, you're going to earn more money, you're going to be more likely to be in a professional role, and you're more likely to have the skills that first-time managers need as they enter the workplace. It really is a win-win-win. You get more prospects, you've got more respect from employers, and you get more salary. So there's lots of benefits to being with CMI, and we really are delighted that you are going to be partnering with us and working with us, and hopefully sort of explaining more about these benefits really will convince you to make the most of that membership that you are getting as a result of doing your course. But the key thing is that it doesn't just stop once you graduate. Now, CMI isn't just something to help you with your studies and to help you get into that first-time role. Professional bodies are here to work with you all the way throughout your career. And there's lots more learning for you to do at this stage of your professional development. Because following on from your course, you'll be eligible to become a Foundation Chartered Manager. Now, what is a Foundation Chartered Manager? You might be asking. It is a pathway to becoming fully chartered. So once you have graduated, you will get the letters after your name. So BA Hons, BSc, whatever it may be. But you'll also be able to put down FCMGR. And what this does is demonstrate to employers and people looking at your CV or your LinkedIn profile that you are taking responsibility and taking ownership for your leadership and management journey. And you are actively getting and seeking the skills that will make you a better manager and leader. It signposts to employers and to other people that might be in your sort of business networks that you really are dedicated to leadership and management, to being at the top of your sector. And there's a great reputation boost for you as you try and make your mark in the workplace. But more importantly, Foundation Chartered is a really helpful pathway to becoming fully chartered and becoming a CMGR, which is a Chartered Manager. We will support you with ways to develop your professional development, and that extra resource and sector knowledge demonstrate the best management and leadership skills that you're able to show. It will give you success all along your career, and it's a really quick way to identify to employers that you are delivering the skills that you need to be effective. And it's a really helpful and handy journey for you to go down. So once you've completed your CMI program, you get this foundation charter manager status automatically. Once you then get that 3 years of management experience and make the most of your CMI membership through accessing our resources, our articles, and really thinking about the impact that you have had as a manager and leader with CMI, you'll then be eligible for a chartered manager assessment. Once you go through the assessment process, if you are successful, you then get that chartered manager status. But all the way through this process, through that 3 years of getting management experience, CMI will be there to help you to really understand the ways that you are making an impact, the ways that you can demonstrate more of an impact and support your teams and your business to really deliver their aims and objectives. So it's a great pathway for you to get, and you do get this automatically upon graduation. So please, if you are interested in finding more, you can find out on our website, but make sure that when you get to that final year of your course, you learn more about really what it is to become a foundation charter manager. So that's the sort of the post-qualification impacts. Now, once you are starting your course, which will be hopefully in a couple of weeks, it's really important that you know what you exactly get access to and the support that CMI can offer you in the here and now. So one of those things is Management Direct. So Management Direct is something you might hear us talk a lot about at CMI. And it's the home of all of our online resources. So it's a library that is there for you whenever you need it. You'll either be able to log onto it via your virtual learning environment, so whether that's through your university's website, or you'll be able to access it through CMI's website as well. And it is a massive database of management and leadership resources that are there to help you on your course, on your studies, whether that's on modules or assignments or projects, or in the workplace as well. So if you're on a placement or if you're doing an apprenticeship and you're already in the workplace, we have things there that are there to help you. So that ranges from ebooks and articles, but also videos from management leadership professionals, models and checklists, so things that you can directly apply to the management and leadership problem or situation you might find yourself in. It has a great search function that allows you to find resources mapped by time. So you are able to type in whatever you're looking for, whatever sort of specific management leadership challenge you might need. And it brings you up the following, it's sort of 5-minute briefings. So things that you might be on the go, you might need a quick refresher before going into a seminar or a lecture. 20-minute briefings. So if you are doing an essay or an assignment and you need to spend more time exploring a topic in depth, you have these sort of 20-minute briefings. And then we have extended briefings as well. So those that are longer than 20 minutes that really go really deep into the theory and content and might provide you with that extra information that you need to achieve your goals. We also have these things called learning journeys, and they're playlists of learnings that are there to help you meet specific learning objectives. So these will be mapped to the professional standards and to the standards you need for your qualification. But if there is a certain area of your management and leadership practice or studies that you really think, oh, it'd be great if I knew that what I was giving or what I was studying and learning is exactly mapped to this particular outcome, or maybe you haven't got the time to go through and search for everything, we have these ready built for you that you're able to access and find and really utilize effectively in order to really learn and get the outcomes that you need to meet your specific objectives. We've also recently launched a 4-week summer school. It's called our CMI Skills Series, and this is a way for us to enable you to quickly upskill yourself and really make an impact and utilize the time that you have in order to gain that management and leadership expertise. And as we said with Management Direct, it's all mapped to the standards required for your qualification. So you are able to find out exactly what you need and make sure that it is the helpful and relevant content that is what you require. We also have the Career Development Centre. So the Career Development Centre is another online tool, and it's there to boost your employability prospects once you graduate. So this is a real great way for you to get all of the added benefits that we know that CMI membership gives you and to be able to put it into practice effectively. We have a CV builder to get yourself ready to go when you're looking for jobs, and a review service called CV 360, which will review your CV. It gets over 50 checks to make sure that it is more likely to get read by any sort of automated HR systems, but also to make sure it's just more likely to be successful for any roles you're applying for. The good thing about that is that it is free and it is instant, and you are able to do it as many times as you like to make sure you have the right CV and the best CV for you. We have an interview simulator and assessment center support. So if you're looking for graduate roles or for placements, and you know you've got to go through interviews or maybe sort of assessment centers, we have support there that can help you understand exactly the tasks that you'll need to do, exactly the types of questions you might be asked, and how to make sure that you are successful in that process. We have e-learning modules for once you're in the workplace to help you make your mark, as well as case study videos to help you see people who are doing maybe careers that you want to get into in the future, and to show how you can get that career you want. So again, this is all available to you. It's all online, so it's available 24/7, and it's all part of those member benefits from CMI. And as I said, you get access to our thought leadership and our digital events as well. So it's not just Management Direct and the Career Development Centre, which are quite sort of theory-based. There's also really up-to-date information coming through from business leaders across the UK. So we have weekly webinars with our chief executive, where they interview leaders from different sectors to really talk about the management and leadership issues that are really relevant to them at the moment. We also have a really wide-ranging digital events program, which allows us to get insight from our management community and get them to share their best practice and the things that they have learned throughout their career. We have a mentoring platform. So with CMI, you are able to have one-on-one mentoring relationships with our established managers. So it can really help you think about certain management leadership problems you might have. So this could be as a student thinking about how you can make yourself more employable, how you can address certain challenges you might be having with your assignments or on placement, but also as you move early into your career, how are you able to really make the most impact as you move ahead? You can shape the future of management by engaging with some of our online communities and our online research that takes place to really understand the issues and the challenges that our managers and leaders face. We have digital magazines and newsletters, which will send up-to-date management leadership information to your inbox. So you're able to really understand sector-wide problems, but think about how people have overcome certain challenges and whether you're able to apply that to your own practice. As well as we spoke about, that support to become a full chartered manager. Now, being a chartered manager, obviously it demonstrates that excellence of your management leadership and does show that you're hitting those high standards required of our management and leadership community. But it has a great impact as well. So you, as a chartered manager, get an average pay rise of £13,000. As we said, the boost of businesses' revenues is about £60,000 each year, and there's about a £22,000 impact on the wider UK economy for every chartered manager because they are more productive and more successful in the workplace. So it really is something for you to think about. You should see this as your ultimate goal with your relationship with CMI, but also for your ongoing CPD and your future career. So that is a really quick run through of everything you are likely to get on your sort of CMI accredited course and the impact that hopefully it will have with you. But the next steps for you is really to watch out for an email from CMI. So your university, if you're on a CMI accredited course, will register you with CMI and let us know how to contact you. We then register you on our system with our membership database, and then we will email you out your registration details and instructions for how to log on. Once you get that registration email, you'll have access to all of our resources. So please explore Management Direct, Career Development Centre, our events. Make sure that you are sort of embracing these as part of your studies because they will really help you learn more while you're on your course. Think about how you can apply the theory you're learning in practice, but also ensure that you are really job ready for once you graduate. So we look forward to working with you over the upcoming year. I hope you enjoy what is left of your summer and then you get yourselves fully ready for the start of your course. But I'm now ready to answer any questions that might be coming in, which are to Mel. So if you do have any questions, please do put them in the comments box. But Mel, is there anything that's come in?
Yes, so we've had quite a few pre-submitted questions. I'll start with the first one. It's from Lucy. How can university postgrad students benefit from this accredited course?
Perfect. So all the things that we've gone through are relevant for both undergraduates and postgraduates, as well as apprentices as well. So I think the key to think about is that no matter what stage you're studying at, having access to this whole suite of resources is going to be really, really helpful for when you're trying to do your assignments, your dissertations, your projects. All that theory is there and accessible for you. So anyone at any stage is able to make the most of it. Also, our sort of graduation support, not graduation support, the employability impact that these qualifications have are for all of our courses. So it's really something that you are able to demonstrate. So once you have completed your qualification and you are moving into the world of work, or maybe looking for a promotion or your next step, the impact of that CMI relationship is still going to be really, really strong. So no matter whether you're an undergrad or postgraduate, that membership with CMI and being part of that professional body environment can only be a good thing as you move forward.
Brilliant. Another one is, which UK employers value it most?
So the good thing about CMI and Charter Manager is that it isn't industry specific. It's something that is available for everyone who's a manager or leader or an aspiring manager or leader. So the good thing is that it's really recognised by most UK employers, because it is something that is a really transferable skill and something that you are able to relate and apply to such a vast array of different topics. So there isn't one industry that being part of CMI sort of pigeonholes you into, or that your course will sort of be more recognised by. This relationship is something that people should understand no matter what industry you're moving into. So any, which is good.
Brilliant. And then we have a final one from Pat. How do I know I am on a CMI accredited course?
Cool. So hopefully this is something that the university will have communicated with you as you are applying for your studies, and should be on their website as well. But if you hear from us over the next sort of couple of weeks, once you start your course and get that registration email, then you'll definitely be on. But I really recommend speaking to someone from your business school to really find out more about whether you are on that CMI accredited course and how you can get more involved to make sure you understand what the process is. So have a look at your university website, but if not, speak to someone from your course, and they should be able to help you further.
Brilliant. Thank you. Well, we haven't had any other comments, so I'll finish off. That's it for today's session, and thank you to everyone who joined us, and thank you, Joe, for your insights and expertise. To find out more about Management Direct, click on the link within the live chat box, as well as the CMI member benefits. The link is also in there. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.